So here's a video that's long overdue. I'm holding this magazine because this is a Blurb magazine book review, right? So essentially, here's a magazine that I got made on Blurb, right? I had got a few things made on Blurb before. I did a trade book and I did a, I think I did 2 trade books, okay? And I did reviews on those. I'll leave those in the link. But here's the actual magazine. So I'm going to do a close-up of it real quick. See if I can get this thing in focus over here. Okay, so this is a magazine that I did a couple of years ago, and I used Blurb for this, okay? So it was just an idea that I had bought to somebody. At the time, I was doing a lot of food photography and everything else. And so, right, I wanted to make a magazine. Listen, long story short, let's talk about it. You're here to see how this magazine is. Okay, so I think that when it comes to the magazine, there's different types of finishes that you can get. I'm not 100% sure. And like I said, this was just a test magazine right here. So there's different types of finishes that you can get. I forget which one I got. It's probably like the lowest quality one, all right, or the lower of the two. They usually give you 2 options, all right. And I laid it out. I think I laid it out using the Booksoft software. Well, if you don't know, Blurb gives you a software that you can download and you can use that to lay out your book. So I think I did a little bit of both. I think I did it with that and maybe Photoshop, but laying out a magazine was pretty tough. But let's talk about the quality. Okay. If you can see the pictures here, okay, the picture quality is actually really good. And the paper quality is actually really good. Right. It's sharp. I'm not going to lie. And this is actually really something that is a good idea to use, especially if you want people to see your work, especially if you're networking. All right. And for this particular project, I feel like I'm rambling, but for this particular project, I was doing a group of restaurants. I'll try to back that up so you can see it. And it was an idea that I was putting together for a client. Long story short, I didn't ever finish putting it together. And I'm flipping through it before I show you the pages because I didn't do every single page, but the print quality is great here. I don't know if I had the best picture selection. Trying to get this thing in. Okay. But the print quality is really nice. I really like it. I think they do a really good job. Blurb always has good stuff, and it doesn't matter what quality yet you're getting, whether it's the highest one or the lowest one, it doesn't matter. They do great work, especially for photo printing. But yeah, man, I really like it. It's put together really well, as you can see. Front cover, back cover. Here's another spread that I did. And like I said, I think I used a little bit of both. I used Blurb's software to put this together and maybe a little bit of Photoshop for some other things. I can't remember, but, the picture quality is great. The layouts are nice. They're simple. They're elegant. The colors I think are really great. And like I said, I'm pretty sure, I don't know which quality or version of this one that I got, but it's nice, man. It really looks good. The thing about them is that it'd be cool if you can have, if I remember correctly, what I'm trying to say is that they weren't the cheapest. They were a little bit pricey. All right. But it's really great quality. So it's really good if you're trying to use it to for a portfolio, to give it out to people here and there. If you want to make your own magazine, you can sell it or, whatever the case may be. But it's really high quality. It's really nice. Now the pages are actually really thick. So if you're wondering how that is, the pages are actually pretty thick. They're pretty heavy in weight. It's not like some magazines where it's like you got that glossy finish, but it's real light pages. The pages are actually pretty thick, which is nice. And like I said, it came along really great, man. This is something great to use. I'm going to put together another project for something like this, in like another town where I'm at. But the quality, let me get my fingers out the way. But the quality is good though, man. I've had this magazine for a while. I've been meaning to do a review of this for a while and I haven't. But yeah, man, I mean, The colors are great. They're sharp. You know, I'm trying to get this thing right here. The colors are great. They're sharp. You know what I mean? It's pretty good. If you stumbled across this video for a Blurb magazine review, you probably just felt like you heard a guy who's just mumbling and bumbling and rambling for a while. But I say all that to say this. If you're going to get one of these magazines or you're thinking about getting it, I would say do it. Now, depending on what you're using it for, it might depend on which route you take because of how much you want to spend, whatever the case may be. But if you're doing something like a portfolio, something that you want to give out, something you make that, you know, for your family or your friends, it's actually, I got a whole nother video I'm actually going to do about an idea you can use to network and get your name out on a portfolio, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But once again, I say all that to say this. If you are thinking about checking out one of these magazines, I would go ahead and get it. Take some time putting it together, print one out, and if you want to use it as a portfolio, I think it's great. It's pretty cheap. It's got a nice feel and people love to see work printed. And it's just something different about seeing your work in print as opposed to digital on your phone or on a computer. So yes, check it out. And that is my Blurb magazine review, and have a good day. Peace.